Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Knicks. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Bucks, 4 games back.
Well, I think for New York, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Rollins is out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, they've got OG Anunoby. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the power forward position.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't allow Turner to get this close to the basket.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the wave and stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis' hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
The Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against Miami.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
Pass to Turner. Latrey. Knicks with the rebound. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Brunson the pass to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. And New York making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
Into the lineup for New York, number 23, Mitchell Robinson.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Rollins. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Brunson finds Bridges. Back to Brunson. Towns, the pass to Hart. Pocket 6. Here's Robinson. New York needs to get off a shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Taking a look at New York. What a show they're putting on so far. Undefeated in NBA Cup play at 3-0. And these fans are loving the play from their team.
Well, watching the film of their previous Cup games, this team is playing with serious confidence. Executing, they might be the best team in this competition so far.
And seeing how things are shaking out for the Bucks as well. Remember now, this is their last group stage game in the Cup. They're sitting at 2-1.
So to advance into the quarterfinals, they have to win here on the road. This is a major test for this team.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Hart covering. And again, the Bucks miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back over to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Here's Giannis. Coming off a 21-point game his last outing. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Rollins against Brunson. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for him.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Bridges is checked in for the Knicks. Jose Alvarado comes in for Jalen Brunson. The Bucks also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Anthony subbed in for Jackson. Kuzma outside. Out to Anthony. Takes the three. And a Shamet with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 6. Inside. And the dunk by Towns.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Kuzma. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Towns penetrating.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
The Knicks leading by 7. We've got Mikal Bridges. Landry Shamet is out there with Guerschon Yabusele. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group. New York will start the second. And someone, Stan, who fought his way into the NBA, Jose Alvarado played his way onto a roster and has played well.
Oh, he has really played well, Kevin. And Jose Alvarado is as big a pest and plays as hard as anyone in this league and is so committed to it. If you're going to be Jose Alvarado and do what he does, you got to do it every single night to be effective, and he does.
And another 3 for New York.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Anthony. Still scoreless. Kuzma can't get it to go. And that one's good. Shamet.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Harris outside. There's Green with the 3. And the Bucks miss again. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
And Bridges is a crafty player, knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Towns checked in for the Knicks. OG Anunoby comes in for Landry Shamet. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Taurean Prince comes in for Green, and it's Jackson in for Gary Harris.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bridges. Something that helps up the ante for these NBA Cup games is that all of the tournament games are nationally televised. That's some added value and motivation for these squads.
Yeah, no one wants to perform poorly in front of a national audience. This is a chance early in the season to show everyone what you're about as a team and why you must be taken seriously.
And that one's good out of Antetokounmpo.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by New York.
Towns against Giannis. The kick out to Anunoby. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
The Knicks leading by 15. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he's in close like that.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Portis' screen on Towns. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Collins comes in for Anthony. Great shooters, boy, can they make or break you down the stretch. Here's the league's top shooters right now. Jalen Brunson on top. Josh Hart is second.
You can't say enough about these two guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis. As much or more than any star in this league, you can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
Here's Giannis. The Knicks making the shot. Giannis driving to the rim, and there it is for him. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points.
Well, when Giannis is coming down the lane, good luck. Few, if any, can stop him.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you, Kevin.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So for the Knicks, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Robinson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. .112 left in the first half of basketball. Brunson downhill. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 7.
So assertive on the drive. Brunson doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Here's Rollins. He had 25 points last game. Giannis left side. Kicks it out to Prince. Misses the 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Hart from downtown. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's Giannis. 9 points in the game so far. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Prince can hit. And so we wrap up the first half. Knicks out front. They lead by 13. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
And a look here now at the Bucks. They've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together. They play for one another. They're well coached. This team is a team to watch for the rest of the year.
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go.
Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. 17 points was their biggest margin. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. On the court for the Bucks. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Jackson is out there with Rollins. And it's Prince in at the 3.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
Pass to Turner. Over Towns. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got 8 points.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Yeah, this is what makes Towns an all-star caliber player. He has the ability to take over games by himself.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, no matter how you slice it, Giannis is a force on the floor. Power, the scoring, the rebounding, the defense, he gives you everything.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. No good on that one. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? That includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
The Knicks leading by 13. Bridges outside. Beyond the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it goes down 2 points.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Bridges passes to Hart. And the 3 off target. Bucks trail by 14. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Here's Rollins. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Pass to Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you like to see this. Turner using his size to impose his will.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Second free throw, no good. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Bucks trail by 13. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Robinson's checked in for Anunoby. The Bucks also with the sub. Kuzma's checked in. And both free throws good for Brunson.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Jackson passes to Prince. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 14. And it's Prince, that time on the assist by Jackson. Prince has got 7 points in the game. New York's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. And it's Towns missing. Bucks trail by 11. Rollins the pass to Turner. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, Turner's been a force. The aggressive mindset, the execution, everything's working for him.
the sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And here's Brunson after Torian Prince hitting the three. Robinson finds Hart. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. 6 points for Josh Hart.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now, here's Bridges following the miss by Miles Turner. On deep, Brunson. And again, it's a New York three.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Bridges against Jackson. Prince outside. Turner with a screen for Prince. After Rollins. Clock at 4. Here's Kuzma. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. It's deflected. And so it's the New York Knicks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Andre Shamet is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson in at center. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the score by New York. Over in the corner, Portis. No good from outside.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Bucks trail by 19. Giannis high post. Towns on him. He gets it in there.
Playing some bully ball inside. Giannis using his size and frame to get his finish.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis.
In for the Bucks, number 3, Miles Turner.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Towns. Anunoby in the corner. Shoots over Kuzma. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, look, Towns is not just a scorer. He's a willing and capable playmaker as well.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Anthony, the pass to Turner. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 17 points for Miles Turner.
Well, it's no secret Turner has range, but don't sleep on his ability to get the job done inside, too.
Good. And the Knicks lead by 19.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Green. From deep. A three-pointer. Good.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. For the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And then for Milwaukee, Prince is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Jackson comes in for Green. And Rollins subbed in for Cole Anthony. The Knicks leading by 16. Brunson. Good! Lays it right in there.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
It's Turner.
Well, Giannis knew that pass was coming his way, so he's able to get elevated right on time.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Now here's Bridges. Takes the three. Cleared away by Turner.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Well, when it comes to getting the ball in the open floor, no one is more dangerous than Giannis.
Now here's Brunson. And down it goes.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
It's so strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Cleared away by Turner.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Count the basket.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Now, here's Anunoby. And that one falls.
Well, Anunoby meets resistance inside, but he uses some muscle to get that shot off.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Once again, fans, make some noise for your Knicks City action.
It's Turner. Throws it down. What an assist!
And a big night for Miles Turner so far. Really playing hard, trying to make every possession count.
Hart. That one is good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Now onto the Kumbo. And stolen by Hart.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for New York.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shot.
Exactly, Kevin.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Here's Town. Cleared away by Turner. Antetokounmpo lays it in off the window. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Impressive job by the players coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Brunson, and it misses. Stolen by Brunson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The rim robber, making no mistake. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup, 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorites in the Cup. They've played that well.
So now let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big for a team that shoots threes like they do. It's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.